Hi, this
What
is
up?
Don Kryptonium. And Jacob. Got it. I need to check if the wrong sound should be better. And if you can share, so there is few subjects I would like to. Let me. We are live.
Yes, we are.
Subjects, okay. Sorry for
I can
put.
hear you. Few subjects.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. I think three main subjects. Okay. Uh, maybe Interchain Foundation.
Okay.
um because I want to challenge you a little bit with this one, maybe Juno upgrade,
You'll get wrecked.
and the issues with the Juno upgrade that happened, that
That
maybe
was easy. That's easy. Can we do that first? Can we get that out of the way, like right now, even?
uh okay. And the third subject will be the osmosis issues about some
Cool.
bad actor that is there, right? So
Yeah.
let
All right.
okay, Juno first.
Yeah,
Go
Juno
on,
first.
what happened?
Okay, because this should only take like 2 minutes. Ready? So we had the point revision of the Cosmos SDK 45.4 for Juno v7. And what it did, it alphabetized the upgrade handlers, which means that when it tried to apply the upgrade handler for v7, it did it wrong. The resolution, and thank you so much, Asamo, from the secret network team who gave us the information that saved Notional's node. Um, it turns out all we needed to do was update the software, just like change one number in go.mod and then change the release version from v7 to v8, and then we had Juno was back. I restarted my node. It
Hmm.
was done. So to give a quick like post-mortem kind of thing, even this shouldn't take much time at all. It was a preventable bug that apparently like there's a little debate between Core 1 members as to whether or not it was a bug in the SDK or a bug in Juno. I argue it's both. I don't think that the SDK should have like randomly thrown in an alphabetization feature because that it didn't just cause problems for Juno. I know that also the Bitcana team hit this, as did the secret network team. So like, yeah, I mean, there was a legit bug, right? And so okay, we had this bug. I believe that the bug was in the SDK, but then you see the thing is shipping the Juno release with that point version. That's also a bug. So really, there were two bugs. We fixed both. Well, actually, many thanks to the SDK team for fixing the bug like on their end, and we fixed the bug on our end, and then the network upgrade went fine. So I think our total network downtime was an hour and a half. Apologies to users on that. At Notional, we're putting in like an upgrade policy that should help us to catch stuff like this. But I do want to say, I mean, this is one of the risks of these networks. Like,
So
we can.
I mean, my problem is that right away, like it was discovered, some blame game started, and I didn't like it very much.
This is life. This is life.
But I
Don't worry
want to
about it.
address because it's again coming from Juno people, and sorry for a few Juno
Yeah.
people
Well.
coming and saying it's not Juno, it's problem with
Uh,
Cosmos SDK. Yet, I'm sorry, yet and I'm speaking of the biggest populist and maybe one of two biggest block creators, of course,
yeah, you're
jumping
talking
and
about block
blaming
create.
Cosmos
I know you're.
because
Uh,
it's like, hey, Juno is no
hey,
fault.
wait,
But then,
hang on.
we learn
Mhm,
that the
mhm,
patch
mhm.
was available.
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
already
Gentlemen,
available.
gentlemen, wait, sir, sir, sir. I told everybody that it was two bugs, right? Because I jumped into that conversation, uh, and I tried to set the record straight. Because okay, in order to do Juno well, right? in order to do Juno well, then we really need to practice radical accountability over the code base. What radical accountability over the code base means to me, okay, is that anything that causes Juno to malfunction at any time for any reason, no matter where it's located, that's our bug. It's our fault. We have to fix it. That way, what we do is we empower ourselves to take control of the situation. And that's actually why I want to remove the Ignite CLI from Juno also, because the Ignite CLI places a whole bunch of upstream code into Juno, more dependencies, more chances for bugs. Unfortunately, the Ignite CLI team there's a pull request on the Juno repo. You can go and look at it. Like basically, Dennis did not like this suggestion, and but it's not about Dennis, right? Like,
Who's Dennis?
what I'd say, Dennis runs the Ignite CLI team.
Okay.
I think he might have been kind of hurt that I wanted to remove it because it's his baby, right? And you know what? Like, no, that tooling built a lot of chains in Cosmos. Okay, that tooling.
Was it problem with like all validate because the upgrade so all validators got it wrong, or part of the validators during the upgrade? Or it was like...
no, it was everybody. It was everybody because we shipped the software was wrong. So
but there is
Jack.
But there is Jack Zampolin, right? He should be aware that the patch on Cosmos, considering his big contribution, is there.
No. Listen. The SDK is a very fast-moving code base. Frankly, you're probably talking to the sole. This is my home. This is my office. My home. No, my home's down the street, buddy. This is the office. We have a neat little office here in Hanoi. I suppose the couch would lead you to believe it's more like a home. You see that spot right there with the pillow and the little laying downy thingy on the couch? That's where a lot of my code gets written. I'm a reclined coding guy. But Billy is going to drag my ass to the gym. He's fat. So
stop eating, Jacob.
See. Stop eating. Oh, nice suggestion. My plan is to eat only meat. Thank you.
You can try. I did try. I don't eat only meat, but yeah, if you eat only meat, you can't really gain weight. Like you will be leaning down. Like it's cool to see, but you have to be strong mentally for sure. And your mouth might stink, so not sure if that. Just remove the soft drinks maybe first. Remove the. I'm pretty good at. Drinks. Yeah, I'm pretty good at non-eating.
I drink hard drinks.
Hard drinks, okay.
They're highly soju.
They are highly caloric. You might.
I know, and then you like cleanse too. Well, I mean, we all do, don't you?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't drink that highly caloric drinks. That's why I can manage that. Like alcohol makes me very tired, so I need to keep clear mind to be able to talk to you. So the problem was there. Who most contributed on the solution? Give the shout out.
Needlecast, I think. The Fry. Yeah.
Amazing guy, right? Like I
say that to everyone. Absolutely. I think that it was him who wrote the patch. I know it was him. I'm one of the people who approved it. Good. And then, you guys, I mean, like, my Juno validator is like right over there. Okay. And good day.
So why he had to write the patch if the patch was ready there?
He had to write a patch because the SDK has its own stuff, right? And then we use the SDK in Juno.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to adjust Juno to use the
Right.
latest version of the SDK.
Okay.
I mean, all
Mhm.
in all, it was not a big bug, but I guess it could have been. I feel like we kind of got lucky in terms of bringing the network back up. I think all of us were prepared to be down for a day or two. Really, really happy that we were able to get it resolved so rapidly. That was great.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and yeah, and everything. I say we move on to either ICF or Osmo, unless you have other questions on this. Because like,
Mhm.
let me make really clear. I think Jack is wrong. Jack was like, "Oh, it's Juno's bug." I think Block Creators is wrong. Oh, it's the SDK's bug. I think Wolf is wrong. Oh, it's the SDK's bug. No, it was a bug in the SDK and a bug in Juno, separate.
Mhm. That's really nice. To summarize that, this argue. So that's really cool.
Oh, hi,
But
Raven. How
yeah,
you
like
doing?
big.
Oh, Raven. Raven, if you're who I think you are, you're gonna love this one. Marcin, we should do Osmosis
So now
because
now
I
osmosis.
think
Okay.
the Raven was contacted by a Saki sock.
I
Raven, get
don't know
ready.
anything, but I want to open my Telegram as well, right?
Ooh,
So
sure.
because
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
it will be
You think there could be some questions
um
in there and stuff?
maybe just in case it will
Okay.
pop out. So I don't know anything about osmosis. I was using osmosis, for liquidity
Good.
pools. I'm
Good,
not
Striker.
osmosis staker, but I'm big like I love using osmosis as the product. And I have this Twitter connection. I mean, exchange a lot of messages with the guy who is called Soy. That
Soy
you
boy.
he always like, so he slide in my DMs actually a lot, right? And I don't
Mm-hmm,
agree with like everything that he say. I would be like, hey, do you have proofs on that? He would often tell me, hey, I'm telling you, Jacob is involved in that scam. Jacob is involved in many. I'm not pretending like but I'm like, hey, I need a proof. and
well,
and he was keep
that's why we had that dig episode, for example. I mean, I'm
and he
grateful
would
to you for doing that.
and he keep talking for months about some
Mm,
dynamics or something, the validator,
mm.
the guy, and he's saying
Let me
this
tell you
guy is.
something.
Mhm.
He had good reason to think I was sketchy, even merely by affiliation with Dynamic Manic. Um, like what Dynamic Manic was doing was really, really bad, really, really unbecoming of a validator or foundation member or somebody who's like, coordinating gov props and stuff. Guys, he was using sock puppets. One of them is confirmed. It's the Reddit account
What's the
Corruption
sack
Munchkin.
puppet? What's the explain that term?
Mm. Okay, well let's like just sort of differentiate between an anonymous account, right? Like made to shield your identity, and a sock puppet, which is sort of like an alternate identity that you treat as a throwaway. Okay, you
Hmm.
might use this sock puppet to like interject in discourse, right? Without accountability. You can, you have a new identity, right? So you can speak a true or false point of view in discourse, but there's no accountability because nobody knows who you are, right?
Hmm.
So, like, I want to give an example of a really, really good anonymous crypto commentator. I'll give two of them actually.
Hmm.
There's Saki Blues and Dystopia Breaker. Okay, now these two ladies, both female, and like amazing, amazing. Okay, and they're just regular anonymous accounts. Okay, they comment on cryptocurrency, on technology. They have long histories. In fact, you could say that those anonymous accounts have, significant social capital. Um, like, I everybody should follow that account. They're really, really good. Looks like Don already does for good reason. Oh my God, with 731 on it? No. You scroll down. No, seven.
Okay.
You bring Turner back. Well, she's just really good. Look. Ah!
Yeah, like she has a lot of like good tweets. I have no idea who it is, but
No,
it seems to...
that's a really good tweet. Ah!
Mhm. It was just a retweet.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a really good tweet.
Mhm.
Ah! Well, I mean, this just actually just lends further credence to the entire story that he was assassinated for reason, and then like I just want to cry because it looks like World War III. That's all.
So, yeah, go on with like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So those are anonymous accounts, and then a sock puppet one might create, like the Reddit user Corruption Munchkin on the Osmosis subreddit, which has that account has now been deleted. But apparently, guys, you can use this website called RevEdit or something, RevEdit, which keeps a history of Reddit edits. And you may wish to, because I mean, what you're going to find actually, Martina, is that apparently like Soy Boy, you know, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So you just Corruption Munchkin. It might be Corruption Munchkin 4, but it's one or the other.
Here would type.
Yeah, I think so. Munchkin. Yeah, Chkin. I believe that's the one.
Maybe wrong. No.
Maybe just take the 4 off. Like remove the 4.
Why?
Mm-hmm. COR. Corruption.
Oh.
There we go. Corruption Munchkin.
It's okay. Maybe someone in the line.
Throw a 4 on it because it's a really good idea to bring it up. Actually,
Maybe someone. I need to type every single time, but maybe someone in the who watch knows the name.
Yeah.
So like if you know if anyone knows the name,
weird.
just share it. Maybe it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can.
Yeah, it's probably spelled differently or something. Anyway, it's very real. Okay, I know for certain. And guys, like for a long ass time, people come to me like various like circumstantial worries about Eddie, and like yeah, but like there's absolutely no evidence. Like I don't, I really like the guy. I won't, that's totally circumstantial. 5 days ago, not long after you came, it was Silver Raven. I believe you're actually kind of in this story. Okay, so you and I had our call, and before you and I had our call, I had a call with Coney Daddy. And I just want to say, Sarah, that like your
is Coney Daddy involved on that in all that?
No.
What? I hear the doubt.
What?
The long no.
No. No. I wouldn't. No. Take like 36.9 steps back, please. No, I believe Coney's one of the people that Eddie was lying his ass off to. I think that Raven was
so involved
too.
somehow, not necessarily
he's in the story.
In the bad intention. Involved in the story. Yeah.
He's in the story. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because Coney Daddy reached out to me with concerns about Aaron, and I'm like, okay, flagged, right? And it just sort of entered like my work queue. Silver Raven, same thing with you. Like, okay, flagged, entered my work queue. But here's the deal, like my work queue is rather sizable. But then 5 days ago. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. 5 days ago, Billy and Aaron came to me with an actual pile of incontrovertible evidence. I'm like, oh shit. Huh. Well, Looks like the stuff that Coney and Silver Raven were saying was totally wrong, but there is a giant problem. Look, guys, you see me? Hi, I'm Jacob, and I, notional validators and stuff, and I do use my face. There are also anonymous validators out there, and they're fine too. But if you see a validator, Latin root, valid, like truth, all that good stuff, right? If you see a validator out and about, saying that, or like glibly, proudly, like using sock puppets to modify the discourse around gov props and stuff like that, that is bad. And then if they're using sock puppets and stuff to modify the discourse around their own proposals, that is worse. And he was doing both. It's super bad. It's super bad. And that's why I went and I spoke about it. And another thing that I just want to make sure to flag, like, I help, Eddie. I don't know, he and I are a little weird at times. Yeah, exactly. Don Crotonium. So anyhow, we. What I wanted to flag. I helped Dynamic Manix to set up his validators and stuff. I know he has more than an Osmosis validator. I just want to let everyone know, if you see yourself delegated to analytics dynamics, you should run. Okay.
So where is he? I'm looking on Osmosis.
Inactive now. Inactive.
Oh, right away.
Yeah.
Because of the.
Well, because people redelegated. No, right. Well, people aren't dumb, right? Basically what it comes down to, in my opinion.
Shitty page. That's that.
Yeah. Run. Okay. Just run. Wizard Apprentice. What? Go down. Scroll down. Right in the middle of the bottom there. Wizard Apprentice. Yeesh.
Where is?
Bottom center.
Here, Wizard. Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah. And you overlooked all of these signs. So. A lot of chat.
Yeah, exactly. You need to like be yourself. If you're not yourself, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm starting to, favor more minimal governance models, but it'll take time to adapt the governance models in Cosmos. And that's why, in the meantime, guys, I have really this like sort of role that I've acquired, enforcer or whatever. It's not something that I enjoy, but I'm not really sure that it would get done. Especially like this case, ICF case. No, I'm not wrong.
Let's stick with Osmosis a little more, and also about you being wrong, okay? Because I want to bring it back. Soy, for past few months, was saying about analytics dynamics or whatever, and he's telling me, look, this guy is a fixer. They are draining Osmosis community pool for their bullshit proposals, and we don't know where the money is going. Like nearly all proposals.
Hang on. I have no substantiation to those allegations. Okay. What I have, look, I want to remain completely. Hang on, please. I want to remain completely fact driven zero speculation permitted. Okay, he is speculating. Okay, I know Osmosis grant recipients. Okay, for example,
Okay.
from the grants program. I'll give you one example. Okay, Todd, aka Block Pain. Okay, he received, I don't know exactly how much Osmo to create this utterly freaking amazing validator monitoring toolkit. Legit as
Blockchain
hell.
is amazing validator. Like he
Yeah,
deserves the
legit
world.
as hell and worth every single penny. So look, I want, you know, and Soy, I'll tell you, you still could be right. Okay.
Yeah, but there is no
But the
proof.
trouble, bingo, exactly. So why did I begin to make moves on this as of 5 days ago? Because it was no longer a speculative matter. Okay, there was no guessing. It was extremely clear cut that Eddie was operating from a sock puppet. That is wrong as all shit. It probably does support your like your other assertions, but to me they remain speculative.
I'm not grilling Jacob. I consider Jacob my friend. I have no intention of grilling Jacob, but
Well, no,
okay.
you know, I spoke with the Raven too, and here's the deal, Raven. I believe that you may have actually been contacted like by one of those sock puppets. I don't know if this is true or not, but like obviously you and I had a pretty lengthy call where we cleared up a whole bunch of stuff, and super appreciate like the way that you approached that. And I want you to know that like I actually I didn't publish anything, and there's reason behind that. I said nothing after our call because people kept contacting me, not really so much with what you had said, but like what you had said plus things I knew to be literally impossible. And it was just sort of started, you know, setting this thread forward in my mind. And then 5 days ago, Billy and Aaron came to me in a Twitter GM group, and they presented absolutely hard, clear evidence. And the trouble is, okay, so Eddie was, you know, an Osmosis Foundation member. I also want to say really loudly and clearly that like Notional is because of Osmosis, that like we work with Osmosis on all sorts of stuff, that I don't think that this entire situation is like the fault of the Osmosis team. I think it's the fault of Eddie, aka Dynamic Mechanics, aka Analytic Dynamics, that is. And I have like yeah, absolutely, Raven. All I have hard and clear evidence of is that Eddie was this Reddit user, corruption munchkin, a sock puppet, and using a sock puppet when you're a validator is just it's very bad. Worse still, you know, using a sock puppet to make false allegations against the groups that, like, I believe part of any, you know, per foundation and as a validator for that matter, was to support the DAOs. And the DAOs really don't need like the completely false discourse from a sock puppet kicked off on Reddit. And you know, Marcini, you know, or no, Soy Boy mentioned. Soy, I call him Soy Boy. I hope he doesn't mind. I love it.
He's Anon, by the way. I don't know who he.
I know he's a nun too. He says he's going to dox himself soon, and I tell him, you know, whatever. He did good. What I mean by he did good is, you know, apparently he argued a lot with corruption munchkin, and guys like I don't really touch Reddit. I don't really have time. I really prefer the engineering side of my work, and like I regret that stuff like this even takes time away from engineering. But like, if we allow the human networks surrounding the machine network to get corrupted, then why even do the engineering work? So I think that this is a worthwhile use of time. I just wish it didn't need to be done.
So Because I still have some problem, because now we established that Eddie is the runs the sock puppet accounts, right? Maybe accounts. Maybe there is more that
I
we
think
are
I think plural. I think plural strongly.
we and you say there is no proof of the wrongdoing beyond that,
That's correct. That's
with the
correct.
marketing DAO. But then
Yeah.
if he does run
Keep in mind,
sock
Eddie's not on
puppets,
the marketing DAO.
so he's
Eddie's not
not.
on the marketing DAO.
So
He worked with the marketing DAO, and I
why was
trusted him.
he why was he doing this? Like, if you believe there is, what
Oh,
is his
yeah. Okay.
benefits there? Where could he
And
benefit
hang on.
from?
I don't think that there was one. Here's the deal. If you're asking my honest opinion, I think that in 2017 I had a serious mental health crisis. What you
Mhm.
probably don't know is that in 2017, when I had my serious mental health crisis, I was working on a blockchain. Okay, and the team that I was working with, I was the lead CEO, founder, whatever. They needed to fire me. Okay, they needed to bump me off because I was acting and saying crazy, right? I believe this is a story like that, actually.
Go on with we can check the question later.
Well, no. Raven's comment is very interesting, and I'll address it in a second.
Mhm.
Raven, one of the things that I think is that those investors may have actually spoken to the sock puppets or seen the sock puppets commentary or seen commentary from people who had been influenced by the sock puppet or by Eddie directly. And this is awful, isn't it? Because Raven, you and I spoke. I know we both have high conviction on osmosis. I know that we both have, brought capital in, would like to bring more capital in because we think that it's on a 10-year timeline, a beautiful project. Hell, I think a 6-month timeline is a beautiful investment too. But hey, but yeah, okay. Raven is bringing up the real tragedy though. And I do want to say that I know that the foundation is addressing this problem appropriately. And yeah. Yeah, well, Raven, that is what I believe because the things that you came to me with were exactly what the sock puppet was saying, and that exactly mirrored what Coney Daddy was saying, and that exactly mirrored what several others were saying, and the origin point seems to be the sock puppets. And well, you know how it is. It's narrative control, right? And that's, I believe, what Eddie was trying to get into with the sock puppet. And yeah, when you control a narrative, you can influence the common perception of something like that. And that's why I'm adamant that he just we move on. Also, I think he needs to get mental health help. Marcin was asking what is his benefit? I believe that if we look at the net situation, Eddie doesn't benefit from this. I believe that Eddie was acting against his own best interests, as well as everybody else's. I can't see any benefit to this for Eddie. Mad Cat, yes, you're absolutely right. But I'm sure that we will just move on. Guys, the Osmosis team is incredibly good. Okay, they're on Notional Slack server. Dave is probably the most supportive coder in all of Cosmos. When Juno died last time and we couldn't bring it back up, guy wrote a 2-page document, summarizing how we could get Juno back up. Even gave timelines on how long he figured it might take to get it back up. It's good stuff. Okay. What I mean is that, yeah, Mad Cat, you're right. Eddie's an embarrassment to Osmosis. We will deal with it and move on. I know, right? I know. Don't even worry about it. We can't really Somebody can fill you in the comments, Chippy, but I think I'm really done speaking on this. Unless anybody has, yeah. So and Silver Raven, I just want to say, like, I believe that at one point Eddie was paid 20,000 for shirts. I believe the shirts were delivered. My point is this, okay? Like, wait a minute. No, it wasn't 20,000 for shirts. I forget exactly what it was. But here's my point. I strongly believe that there's not a benefit to him in the actions he was taking. They seem crazy to me. And hi everybody. In 17 I was diagnosed as severely bipolar. I got treated. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. And before I got treated, I kind of wrecked my life a bit, right? And some of the stuff that I did, it kind of looks like what Eddie's doing. I don't know, right? I'm not him. I'm not his family. Really, Mad Cat. If you don't mind just listening to Mad Cat, that'd be cool. Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know. So I'm asking.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know either.
Because as I said, I was not that.
Like, if Eddie got paid for stuff and didn't deliver on it, we should be gathering that in a document. We should, just list that out, and that's another matter, right? That's some crappy stuff. And of course, I want people to be aware of that, right? Like, that's that.
I do have some questions, Jacob. Okay. Was the so I don't know the guy. I actually think he does do high quality content. What's this guy? The ginger guy that we spoke about him. The influencer, the yellow wire guy, Connie Daddy.
Oh, right? Connie Daddy. No, well, here's the thing. I also think that Connie Daddy does really good work.
So he get paid from the marketing now?
Connie? Yeah. Connie got paid
how much?
$18,000.
$18,000 for how many videos?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer.
That's not much money. That's not much money.
Right.
Like if that would be more, I mean, I wish I'd get this money. But that's not much money.
Well, how about I bill you $1 trillion and then I'll have $1 trillion? Can we do like that?
For me?
Yeah, I bet no for me. I'm gonna bill you $1 trillion. Is that cool?
But well, it's cool with me. But I have Conning Daddy is within the community.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of spreading the Osmosis word with these videos, which is basically made for community and not for outside marketing? These videos, you get them like with Osmo tags on Twitter and don't bring any value. So how does this marketing is any valuable? How does this marketing spending brings any value to Osmosis? Because I fail to see it, regardless that it was not much money.
I'm not worried about the strategy he pursues. I mean, what I mean is that one, is not much money. Two, if you want to talk about his content strategy, you should talk to him. You definitely shouldn't talk to me. Strike his Twitter is Donium.
No, it's
Marcin Mikas.
It's my real name.
That's right. It's his name. Yes, he's like me.
How much money from the marketing DAO you are on was totally spent on the marketing ventures?
Oh, all of it.
How much was
it?
When I was on... I don't know, because I as I said, I don't know. I never followed how much.
MD1 was 100,000 Osmo. MD2 was 650,000 Osmo.
100,000 Osmo. $1 million American dollars at the all-time high.
No, 1.1 million at the all-time high. We might have hit 12.
Over $1 million American dollars. what was
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
that what was the achievement of this marketing DAO,
bro,
Jacob?
bro. Let me just say, I don't think it spent as 1.2 million American dollars.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we were seeing, I
Let's say
think it was worth.
400k. Let's say 400k. Okay, Jacob.
Um,
What was the achievement and the great marketing efforts done that brought the
ready,
value to the
ready.
Osmosis community? Yeah.
Well, actually, I question the value of OMM1. Okay, we did a lot of conferences. Guys, I was on OMM1, so if you want to blame anybody, you can totally blame me. Okay. Um, here was the thinking. God damn right. Thank you, Laytert. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Laytert just said the best marketing is building cool shit that non-crypto natives will like using. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so conferences. Let's talk about these conferences. So we basically, approved the spend for Osmo teams to go to various large-scale conferences. There were some other spends. Keep in mind that toward the end of OMM1, the explosion with Terra happened, prices declined dramatically, and then OMM2 was spun up. Okay. But the majority of OMM1 funds were spent on conferences and stuff. There is a transparency report, which I spoke to the Silver Raven about. He felt it lacked narrative information. I actually agreed with him. Man, you're right. Like, it should tell a story with the numbers. It should not only have the numbers. I'm going to add that. But, like, right now, I have this whole other very stupid, time consuming, for lack of a better term, let's say shit show to take care of. And so Silver Raven, please expect that's not even going to happen until like probably mid-August, which is ridiculous and bad. And why is it not going to happen until mid-August? Because at the end of July, I go to Korea, and I anticipate that I'm going to be working the entire time in Korea. I also know that I'm not likely to have time to do a proper narrative reporting in the rest of July. Hey, thanks, man. I'm bullish on the chains I contribute to too. In fact, that's why I do so. Let's dollars versus output. Yes, but that would almost have to be a separate interview. I think that would take an hour. I have another 18 minutes, and I would like to talk about the Interchain Foundation very much.
Jacob, sorry, want to speak?
Yeah. Well, I want to speak about the Interchain Foundation.
No, like I still
Silver,
want to. I still want to
yeah,
speak
but
to that.
it would need to be
No?
another interview. Like I would need an hour. It would take an hour to do what the Raven is asking. Raven, happy to do it. It'll take an hour.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
wanted
So
to say, like, if you wanted to do another one in 2 days, that's fine. I don't mind.
yeah, just I want
But
to, because there was.
it would be more time consuming than I have time for at present.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
do not
Like
want to go
because
through.
some money disappeared in our core protocol. I understand that was decision, but why the people
Well,
who are involved in marketing DAO? There was
What?
there,
Disappeared. I don't think that there is disappeared money.
so they
Strong.
didn't get flashed in the Luna crash. Some money that went.
Yeah, no, it did.
Okay, so don't you think that maybe looking into the future, and we move on, there should be better managers of the funds that don't put
No,
money into the Ponzi schemes?
no, because
No.
when we
Okay.
disperse, hang on, when we disperse, okay, we disperse to other companies. We shouldn't manage their funds. That creates all kinds of like red flag city, okay. And what happened with Lotus Shark, quite
Oh,
super
so it wasn't
specifically,
marketing DAO putting the funds to Anchor.
right?
Okay, then no
correct.
problem. Sorry. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to read and speak and
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
confused.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. But I mean that did happen, but we didn't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so these are very, very different things. Also, uh, thank you, thank you, Charles. That's a huge compliment. Um, so, all right. I really, really would like to talk about the Interchain Foundation, though, because Martine,
Yeah. Sorry.
the
Let's go.
situation with hang on. Let me I did a summary of the Juno bug. Okay. I also want to do a summary of the marketing DAO stuff real quick here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the issue, the overriding, confirmable, absolute fact issue, okay, is that Eddie Hartman, a dynamic mechanics, a analytic dynamics, a validator, a foundation member, was using sock puppets to distribute false information in the various discourses surrounding osmosis. If I had to guess, this actually led to my call with Silver Raven, which is in fact a great thing. It's like we had a super awesome call. But like I believe that Eddie is basically the root cause of a whole lot of uh, ugly talk, and that he used sock puppets to do it. Because like here's the thing, as you're well aware, when I discuss issues, I do so as me and only as me. And as you're well aware, that involves taking risk. Therefore, what Eddie did is he removed all parity from his claims. There is nothing equal between a sock puppet and a person. And that is that. Okay. Finally, I just want to say that I worked with Eddie extensively in 2021. Something happened. I don't know what. Okay. What I mean is that his character / personality, in my opinion, seems to have dramatically changed. I was shocked to learn this. I also, I want to be really, really clear. I don't engage in speculation. Okay. Therefore, I'm only sticking to those things that I can fully and rigorously confirm. And the sock puppet, for me, that is that. Well, yeah. Well, yes. That's why I said mental health, sir. Yeah, yep. So, I don't know.
It's really nice you come forward and you public with
And
everything. This is
I should also
question.
say that, like, on my read, I don't think this is a bad person. I think this is a great
Mm-hmm.
person.
Sorry if I'm.
I don't know. No, that's okay.
No, sorry if I'm missing on many perks, but I really was never involved in this subject. So whenever like I was told analytics dynamics, I didn't even know who is that. I don't know who is
I
Eddie.
understand. Dude,
I
I understand. I understand. It's too
I
much
just
information to
Googled.
track.
Yeah,
Way too much information to
I
track.
never followed him, never really. So I just that's why I can't know. Um, you just lagged, Jacob, and your network connection seems to be a little troubling right now. It's bad at the moment. The network connection. Once it, it's low network connection. 2/10. Yeah, it's improving slowly, but you still and you're gone. I guess Jacob is gone, but he should be one. He should be back in a moment because it did happen. Um, Nice to see you, Raven. By the way, I think your first time on our chat. No, it's I think yeah. He's back now.
Yep. Yep. This is why we have 3 internet lines, guys. The validators also automatically fail over.
I don't know if you have time to address, but like if you want, we can move to just Interchain Foundation.
Post-human. Yeah, actually, like, let me just say that post-human, I have no idea. I like post-human as a person, but at one point, post-human made some also crazy. All our dudes are crazy, includes me. I'm not trying to say that in a mean way, okay? Like, you know, between everybody here and me and the wall, right? Like, the majority of founders in this space have some type of mental health issue, tending toward autism, but like I'm bipolar. I know others who have had issues with depression. I don't know why it's so well. Actually, I have theories on why non-neurotypical people tend to succeed in this field, but I'm just saying that there are a lot less, and that in the case of post-human, if you wanted my read on it, he was saying some things that weren't true. And again, like I always want to be like, okay, what can I confirm, right?
Vlad.
Vlad. The stuff that he was saying. If you go and look at like his video on the marketing DAO, right? It's definitely confirmably false, and that's why I said, that's. And by the way, I mean he wasn't banned from Osmo. This is silly. He says he was banned from Osmo. He was banned from the chats because he would keep coming in there and like going on these like crazy all caps things. Charles, I believe you're correct. I do believe that the post-human, you can get Juno stickers. Here, I'll show you. From the sticker pile, guys. You can get the stickers from the sticker pile.
But there is no Juno ones. Oh, okay, it was behind.
My son, he'll come here and then he'll go, sticker! So there are stickers on the stairs over there. There are stickers on the walls. There's stickers on the couch. There's stickers everywhere because my son likes playing.
I have 2 stickers, which is Stargaze sticker, Howl Social, and I have Needlecast somehow.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, guys, Needlecast.
Could we agree the largest contributor to Juno or not? Or it's you? Do you want to compete?
No, I don't want to compete. I will say that since we added contracts, it's been more him. That pre-release, it was more me. Just so you know, buddy, this isn't our home, actually. This is my office, and our home is, I don't know, 200-300 meters away. And he is an excellent decorator.
Jacob, Interchain Foundation. Can I have introduction for it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You said I will have introduction for it. Okay, I will like not that you say like that. So you said unproven till found guilty regarding the previous issue, right? There's speculation, but we have no proof.
There's no speculation here.
But you often go on your
there's no speculation here.
On Twitter and you tweet a lot. But I think it happened a few times that you were wrong, and
Not
there
about
is,
this.
but it did happen.
Yeah, so.
Sorry.
But if I was wrong, then I immediately
That's
said I was
okay.
wrong, right?
I'm trying to bring some, because if I align with your
Yeah,
views.
but allowing doubt into this conversation is completely unacceptable, because
So you
this,
were
like,
very
what I've found
you
is,
were very active on the Twitter recently,
yeah.
accusing Interchain Foundation and accusing Ethan Bookman, who has huge
Oh yeah.
respect. He's co-founder of Cosmos. He sure knows his stuff, and
Well, he doesn't
he
have any
sure
respect for contributors.
and he
No,
sure wants the Cosmos to succeed. He so
no. I mean, look. If you want the Cosmos to succeed, why does the Interchain Foundation delegate how it does? Why does the Interchain Foundation actively chase away contributors? What's up with that?
is it true that they delegate to inactive validator
They
or something
delegate
like that?
to trash. Go
Right.
go go to the pull up Minskin. Pull up Minskin.
Yeah. What if it's not Ethan Bookman responsible for those decisions?
No, he's responsible for those decisions. He's the president of the foundation.
President. Wow.
Yeah.
We go to validators. Okay, let's. I just want to, just take the
He's no,
step back.
he's responsible for those decisions.
So Stakefish, they don't delegate to Stakefish.
I think they do delegate Steakfish, but I want you to scroll down. Because look, Steakfish is not trash, okay? But the trouble is they delegate to a lot of trash. The hub has a lot of trash validators, and most of those trash validators have delegations from the Interchain Foundation. Keep going down.
More?
See the random string? Up. There. And by the way, I'm seeking
This one you
delegations on
mean,
the hub.
or?
Yeah, I'm, by the way, Notional Labs is seeking delegations on the hub such that we pass the random string. Oh, that's right, buddy. That's right. But keep going.
Why they don't vote and have 20%?
That's right. And I guess you haven't read all the documents that we created, because if you had,
We spoke about them. So. And why they don't redelegate after you spoke about this, Jacob?
I don't know. They just don't.
What's so difficult to redelegate?
It's not. I think they have some sort of a romantic attachment to it.
So did he say why he delegates to PE4X72? Did he said that why?
Click it. Oh,
sorry?
I mean, no. He refuses. He refuses to specifically address it. Now let's talk more about PE4X72. Okay, that one, which I call the random string validator, it has no contact information. It has nothing. It charges a 20% commission, and it dumps everything. Now remember, those earnings are its property. Okay. Okay, so it's not a problem for that validator to sell its earnings. I don't take issue with that. Do you see that 300K Atom delegation there? Right, they just complained about me. And that, like, I take issue with that. Yeah, that is from the Interchain Foundation. Yeah, now click it, click the address, because I want you to see the Interchain Foundation's other delegations, and I want you to know what they do with their atoms, and I want you to see the well above market rate commissions charged by Interchain Foundation delegates. Okay, now scroll down.
Oh, they don't have that much, less than 8 million.
They have 2 wallets, bro.
What? No fee to 2025 to Malaya. I know Malaya, but like they don't ever have fee, and what?
No, okay. Well, keep scrolling up. Okay, check out staking facilities. Staking facilities is folding up, but check out like their governance participation and stuff. Okay. Look, guys, now Marcin, now you're in the thick of it. Now we have a video. Okay, so like let's add another hour to our interview, another hour of my life that I'm burning at the throne of Ethan Bookman and the ICF. Okay, let's say we're going to take an hour on this. Okay, now click Dragon Stake, please. 9% commission. Now, Marcin, you're a validator. Could you have 9% commission on the hub?
No, I'm still awaiting the delegation from Takumi.
Well, but wait. But I mean,
but you would never be able to compete with anyone having 9%
correct.
commission, because no one
Correct.
will now delegate to you. It's simply too high. People don't do it. Of course,
It's
if
not
someone will
market rate.
delegate to you enough to send you to active set, you simply put the high commission and you profit from that commission, right? So
Exactly.
yeah.
So now scroll down. Scroll down.
Forking the banks, but they are worse than the banks.
That's
Right?
right. Okay.
300.
There's that 300K Interchain Foundation commission. Scroll up. Click their wallet. Scroll down. Oh, look. Wow, they have $15,000 of self-founded stake. Scroll down. Check for governance participation.
Where's the governance is down, or?
Yep.
Wait.
Oh, look, these guys have voted a couple governance votes. Now, okay, go back. Okay, go to 2. Go to page 2. You know why they're voting in governance all of a sudden?
Maybe it benefits them. I don't know.
No.
So should I check
Wait, you really haven't read my report on this?
I go through your report in the previous one, but then I saw that oh look, they have the PE 4x72 have very high self delegation.
Well, they participate in the crowd sale, but you know if you scroll down and you look what they do with it, okay, they sell absolutely everything. And bingo, that's right, strike it. And
I don't see the people comments, by the way, because I'm on the mean scan, so I have no look into this. So that was, I don't know where they sent, but so yeah, I get the point, and Ethan seems to be blocked.
He is very defensive about this. He would rather throw me under the bus, a code contributor to the Cosmos Hub. Ethan, I'm being loud, guys. Ethan Bookman, the president of the Interchain Foundation, would rather throw a contributor under the bus than deal with the random string. That loud enough, guys? Good? Yeah? Helpful?
But he said that it mentally tiring for him.
So what?
But yeah, I understand. I tell you
work
what,
is hard. Work is hard, and like people have jobs.
I understand. I understand the concerns, and to be honest, I don't know. The one thing I saw from Malaya or whatever you pronounce them is the fact that they have no fee. So I don't know what they go.
Why don't you like do a survey of if you go back to the main page that shows all the validators. So go to like the main mint scan that shows all the validators. Okay. Now find the ones that don't do governance and have above market rate commissions. If you survey in that manner, you're going to find that that one does do governance. I think they use Auth-Z.
So it's not okay. Hash Tower, they don't have the delegation. I think I don't know.
Well,
so Malaya, barely any. What is this? I don't. Some okay. These ones I don't think they have.
They're an investor. That's okay. All their atoms. Oh, Infinity Stones is one though. Click Infinity Stones. They have an ICF delegation.
10% commission.
10% commission. Hey, Marcin, could you have a 10% commission on
No,
the
once
hub.
again, I said I'm too poor. I can't compete. So if I want to
Well, wait,
attract people and make people
but
delegate,
it doesn't have to do with your poverty. It has to do with the fact that you don't have a delegator that just schleps steak to you like the Interchain Foundation. Now you click that the second one here. I believe
this
that
one.
should be ICF. Yep.
No, but
No, it's the ICF.
maybe third one because it's straight up amount. Third one or fifth one. Let's see. That's trade amounts. They nope.
It's this one. CSTV. That's the ICF wallet.
Oh, the other one.
No, this one. This
Because
is an ICF wallet. Yeah, there's two.
there is the other wallet. So
There are
total
two
like
ICF wallets, and scroll down. Hey, Kryptonium, you getting pissed off yet? Is the market for delegation on the hub broken? Exactly like Jacob said.
that's the point. I'm actually like many people would think I get angry. I don't really get angry.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
I get maybe disappointed sometimes. You know, like
Okay, well,
because
can you cry a little? Can you cry a little?
no, I'm medicated.
No?
I don't cry.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right,
hard to cry, you know. But
Really?
yeah,
I mean, I
this
don't
is
know. I don't know,
so
bro.
so there is a lot of them. We spoke about this before. There is a lot of these people, and you are very vocal about this because you say you are a contributor. P2P contributes apparently. They also have this one, but there is many. So the question
Well,
is yes,
I
indeed.
mean, P2P does contribute, and
Yeah. That's why I said they also delegate to P2P, who does contribute, right? But okay, let's I want to go to the
well, I mean, if you
validators
want,
again.
if you bring that list back up, I'll we can roll through, and what you're going to find is that the ICF mainly delegates to trash.
I want to go
You
and
see
say
all
that
these?
there is a
Mhm.
lot of great new validators that
Yeah,
are
like
coming.
Oni,
The
and Don't Kryptonium. But guess what?
I'm not there, but there is even
Oni's getting onto the hub was made harder by these filth Interchain
mhm.
Foundation delegations. Non Kryptonium getting onto the hub is made harder by these
Yeah,
filth Interchain
I'm
Foundation delegations. And that's why I have said on many occasions that it would be better if they simply did not delegate. Because, guys, if you go up, the random string is better ranked than notional. Okay. And guys, if you pull up the Cosmos Hub GitHub repository, you are right. That is cause for concern.
Jacob, like that's the fact.
Not only can't they explain, they refuse to. Okay. So Raven, if you go to the Cosmos Hub forum, you can find my documentation on all this stuff. And so Raven, just so you know, this is why I have been telling, I have been telling consumer chains that they're better off on any chain other than the hub. I told that to Neutron too. It's on the Cosmos Hub forum. I was like, guys, I abstained from this governance vote. Here's why. It was my feeling that the money should have gone directly to P2P validator. Okay, without the multi-sig. I don't think it's a bad corrupt multi-sig or something like that. I think the signatories are probably fine. But what I do think is that yeah. Oh, thanks, Raven.
I may I say something?
Please.
It is the why is it concern, you know, because I think you as the notional do well, and I think your Twitter escapades does help you to promote yourself as well.
Yep.
But there is problem because there is many new validators coming who are very active, that are great. There is Jabby, there is Whisper
Well,
Nodes.
wait. I'm a new validator on the hub. That's why I've only participated in 18 out of 29 governance proposals. I only joined like last summer.
Yeah, but I
I'm
mean
not a hub
there is
OG.
there is people who entered recently, even, right?
Right, but they have
They're
to
great.
compete with the random, and right, and they are great, but they shouldn't have to compete with the random string at 20%
And
dumping atoms on everybody
yes, yes,
and
and
not
let
doing
me.
governance and not writing code. Joe Abbey
Mhm.
writes code. Joe Abbey is a significant contributor to Cosmos, and I appreciate the hell out of uh, out of Joe Abbey.
uh, what my angle?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure his angle is trash. I think he began with incomplete information and is developing an angle
no,
as we speak.
what I'm trying to say, because I can't
Mm-hmm.
finish, right? And
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
finish that
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot of new validators coming, and they are great. There is Whispernode, Polkachu. I could open, and there is plenty names I recognize because they are active. You know that they are active code-wise. I know they are also active community-wise, but they don't get many tokens. They fighting to stay alive in the active set. And problem is when there is every new person coming like Oni, they get support from people like you and from other smaller validators who are on the bottom, but the top is restricted and never really support those newcomers. So it doesn't support really decentralization. And this is kind of really the ha- like dragging the big, stone up the hill, because the new validators, when the hub extends, the small ones help the smaller ones to stay alive there. So the small validators get diluted, but the big validators stay at the big power, which is the concern I have. So that's what I wanted to finish, that there is a lot of support on the bottom from the small validator, and you are supporting people like Oni, but he's barely hanging there like in the active set. But those P4 whatever, he never redelegates to them and don't get support. And maybe it would be indeed nice if the Interchain Foundation would dilute this and delegate 50k to each of these like small bottom
Sure, but they
validators,
don't. But
so
they
it could
don't. But they
equalize,
don't.
right?
Yeah, sure. But they don't. And you know, when I
Yeah,
suggested that, they tried to use the code of conduct on the hub to literally bump off my career as a Cosmos contributor. But the engineering side of the house would not accept that.
yeah,
Like definitely, Jacob Unit has allies, and those
yeah.
allies are the reason why Billy Rennekamp wasn't successful in his attempt to end my Cosmos career for voting no with veto on his silly proposal 69. Although I don't know if it was actually because of the no with veto, because guys, 7 months ago now, I had a conversation with Billy about these delegations. I'm like, Billy, what the hell's going on here? And then furthermore, a year ago, 13 months ago now, Moonboy84 had a conversation with them about these delegations. And
So
nothing has
yeah.
been done. And then they try to say, oh, it's Jacob's fault. Jacob is bad.
So yeah, what I mean, because people were thinking that I say, like, I think your Twitter escapades are working well for you, and you are able to fight with them. But if someone doesn't tweet as much as you and is on the bottom, they will not be able to compete, right? And that's the.
Yeah.
So I do think that Interchain Foundation, if in their best interest is actually decentralization, they should change it. They
Whoa.
should actually allow the
Yeah, but well,
newcomers to.
you got to understand, bro. I that's my point. Okay, that's precisely my point. I am running into over time more and more evidence that the ICF really isn't acting in the best interests of the network.
So
And guys, I'm taking action on this. I'll be there. There will soon be another Gaia repository.
is it possible to make a prop that request an Interchain Foundation to redelegate to smaller validators in the name of decentralization?
I mean, like we could, but
But
they
they're
hang on,
private
but
entity, right? They're private
they
entity.
reject you. Right. Exactly. You
Okay,
don't
so
control those tokens,
okay,
and I'm
yeah.
only asking them to behave in an intellectually consistent manner. Okay. What I mean is that my request to the Interchain Foundation is to do the sorts of things that you say that you're going to do. And then Strika, if I'm right, and I think I am, I think that you're 0x Strika, possibly affiliated with Neutron, and if not, I could be wrong. Anyway, I want to get something out that affects Neutron directly. Okay. End of the day, I looked at Neutron. I felt that Neutron was a good direction. Okay, for the hub. And hi, I'm on Juno, and hi, I have no competitive concern between Juno and Neutron. Okay, I realize that there are others on the Juno team that like feel that competitive concern, but that wasn't the reason that I abstained from the vote and allowed our delegators to have their voices heard. I abstained from that vote. Oh, okay, Striker, but I'll get this information out there anyway because it's very important. Okay, I abstained from that vote because, like, I see value in Neutron. Well, I mean, yeah, share it every which where. Well, please share everywhere on all the things.
You
share
can
loud,
actually
share big.
you can
But let me
pick the
jump back to
timeline
Neutron.
that you want to share. But
True,
yeah, speak
true.
on the
Yeah.
Neutron.
Okay, so let's get back to Neutron. I'm using the example of myself as what makes the hub the most dangerous place for a consumer chain. Okay. The hub is the most dangerous place for a consumer chain because the hub is the only place in Cosmos that somebody has ever tried to bump me off. I think I may be the only person that anybody's ever tried to bump off using the contributors covenant that's found on the Cosmos SDK, IBC Go, and the Cosmos Hub. And guys, I just want to say I do not at all believe that Billy Rennekamp has, in his capacity as hub lead, treated my code in a fair manner whatsoever. In fact, I know for a fact that he's made many false. Exactly. Yeah, many false. It's just comments on the code, and I don't want to get too technical. Okay, I want to say that I think he does a terrible job managing that repository. I question his abilities with Go and strongly. And I also question his ethics as a leader. I don't think an ethical leader would have tried to step into a governance conversation using a code of conduct. It is my job on the Cosmos Hub to take care of Fat Gaia. Charles, he does. Another person, Sasha, has better hair too. I got on Twitter yesterday. I called him the most attractive male in Cosmos.
Billy has beautiful hair.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Billy's hair, but Sasha's hair is it's flowing mane.
Didn't see.
He's got to be doing very well with the ladies. It's the most dangerous place because check it out. A consumer chain is fully dependent on the producer chain. Okay. And in this scenario, okay, the hub is in this scenario, the hub is the producer chain. Okay. So what I'm saying is Neutron will fully depend on the Cosmos hub. But anybody who's read the documents I've produced and stuff should easily be aware that there are concerns about the. Really, I wouldn't have said that, but okay. So there are concerns about the openness of the Git repository for Gaia, and it's not open, okay, because it's run by somebody who feels cool using the contributors covenant to bump people out of it. If I didn't have a large network of allies who look at my code and go, oh yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, I would have been by Billy Rennekamp during Prop 69 because I tweeted too much. He's the Cosmos Hub lead. He is the ultimate person responsible for that repository. And then amusingly, I think he's also the person responsible for enforcing that code of conduct. Guys, I don't think that this is about my conduct. I think this is about my content. That is to say that I have spoken out on the ICF delegations. And guys, another thing, another hard dependency of interchain security. You want to know what else makes the random string bad, Marcin? Well, the interchain security software has a hard dependency on the use of governance. Okay? What that means, okay, like, so say you're a hub validator, right? The hub wants to do a new consumer chain. Well, what that means is that your computer somewhere is going to need to run another chain. There's going to be a governance proposal. Do we run this additional chain? Okay. And the best validator participation in that is 100%. Because if a validator doesn't participate in that upgrade, well, at least that one validator won't be signing blocks on the new chain. It destroys it. So the ICF is now speaking with two mouths. They're saying, we can delegate to the random string. Oh, sorry, three mouths. We can delegate to the random string. Fuck you, Jacob. And interchain security can work without universal governance proposal, universal governance participation. And what I'm saying is, sure, you can say fuck you to me because I don't care. I won't get offended at all. I'm also saying, no, you can't delegate to the random string. They frequently miss blocks and pre-commits. They kind of suck. And maybe Raven, I don't know. I'm starting another Gaia repository. But guys, I don't want you to think this will happen instantly. That sort of thing takes time. Although I already have made commits to Gaia that dramatically improve her performance, but they weren't accepted. Anyway, Charles, Sasha has better hair than Billy or Zaki. I'm just saying. I don't think I'm somebody with good hair, but like Sasha is the king. It's a mane. It's this flowing, like, massive hair. Anyway, so what I hate about this, okay, is that I know for a fact that, like, I'm speaking to an audience where there are a lot of non-technical participants, and I don't want to get too technical. So if I were to summarize this, right, what I would say is that it's very clear that the Interchain Foundation would rather use the contributors covenant to force out contributors. That if you go and look at the most recent closed issue on the Cosmos Hub, I was told that the contributors covenant is there to protect me. In fact, Marcin, pull up your browser, go to github.com/cosmos/Gaia, please, and thank you so much.
It's really under Gaia?
Yep, just like that, yep. That's why I call her the fat girl. Now click pull requests.
Sorry?
Scroll up. Pull requests. Okay, and now closed.
Is somewhere
See,
here?
open and closed there. Open and closed at the top. Click
you
closed.
have the instrument. I can
just under 11 open. See the foot?
Yeah.
Closed. Now click closed. Closed.
Oh, closed. I couldn't. Yeah.
Now click that.
The first one?
Yep. So you see, I deleted the code of conduct because I think that consumer chains need to be protected from the sort of abuse that I've suffered. Because if a consumer chain can't make contributions to the Cosmos Hub code base, or review code for the Cosmos Hub or influence the Cosmos Hub, then the consumer chain can die, because the consumer chain is fully dependent upon the Cosmos Hub. Okay, 100%, completely dependent. Okay, hard dependency. Okay, so if you scroll down, this is really funny. I was told by an ICF-er, don't look at my reply.
This is ICF guy?
Hey, yes. Yep, ICF guy, Interchain Combat employee, most likely. What in progress activity? How can I see it? Why would I believe you?
Jacob, oh, you don't like this Ihan, right? Or whatever.
Oh, actually, no. I had a conversation with Jihad the other day. He's like, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, no, you gave me a precious gift. I can say whatever the hell I want to now. Nobody can use the code of conduct against me. Otherwise, they'd need to fire
you. Jacob, can I ask something? Because I'm checking on the price of the on the number of tokens that is the Atom tokens, right? It's close to 300 million. Okay.
Yeah, well, you can check it. There's an endpoint on.
Yeah. It's close to 300 million.
Okay.
The ICF holds just below 14 million, which is 5% of the total supply. So the 5% doesn't sound.
It had 10%.
Okay. Okay, they were dumping, so they're at 5 now.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Or they split two more tokens. But how is it possible that this number has the influence? There must be something else. So what are
wait. Are you talking about like other large stakeholders? Because I can walk you through it. I've done Gaia since the start.
Yeah, but like the ICF shouldn't have such a strong influence because they don't have as many tokens to have that strong influence. As I said, 5% in these two wallets.
Okay. So
are these validators, the other tokens, is their delegation or investors' delegation? Or it's actually people not knowing who they delegate?
I believe it's the second one. Yeah,
14. It's 14. It's 14 million, not 40. Raven, 14.
Anyway, I believe it's the second one. And also, guys, I believe that the ICF controls more items than that, but I don't know. And once again, I only look. Let's only look at confirmable fact. Okay. One thing I have not done, which I'm now considering doing because I'm just being ignored. Okay. Is released the months and months of DM conversations between myself and people affiliated with the Interchain Foundation, where I report this issue in private as they requested. Okay. I've not released the numerous conversations with people accusing me of just being a proxy of Jaquan, all of them affiliated with the Interchain Foundation. And guess what? Like, you know what? Other people have asked me that too, but they're not ICF affiliates. And guess what? So they can't. But you see, the ICF has this whole big story about like, oh, well, we won't, you know, Jay was like subjecting people to purity tests or something. No, fuck you, you're doing it. Whereas, you know, Jay's just sort of out there doing his weird gnome thing. And, you know, look, I'm not saying dude's perfect. I'm definitely not saying Tendermint's perfect, Tendermint the company, okay? What I am saying is the place where I have confirmable information, it's just like the story with Osmosis, okay? Where I know I'm correct, where I know and have released pages of proof that I've been very badly treated is the Interchain Foundation. Okay. If I were Neutron, I'd look into any other chain than the hub, or like I'm doing, advocate for change on the hub, because their consumer chain will have a hard dependency on the hub. They are placing themselves in what is, in my opinion, a very dangerous situation. I'd also like to say another thing. There's this guy. He's now a client of mine. His name is Michael, and he runs a project called Pylons. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants to like talk about my tone and my use of my middle fingers, get it? Why? How did I develop this tone? Do I talk to the Osmosis team this way? Do I talk about Osmosis this way? No. Okay. No. I have developed this tone because this is what they deserve, because they're lying their asses off and trying to throw me under the bus. And if you mess with my son's food, this is pretty light treatment. Very, very light. And guys, how does my company get business? Oh, we contribute to the core libraries. Does the ICF know that? Yes. Billy Rennekamp, did you try to take my kid's food because you didn't like how I voted? Yes, you did. Okay.
Jacob, I do think I don't want to, but like saying my son's food.
Well, no, that's how it works, though. That's how it
It's
works.
the rhetoric that, you know.
I don't have a salary.
Yeah, I want to say, who are the biggest contributors that deserve on Cosmos?
Oh, on Gaia? I don't. Well, I mean, nobody but me even dares to contribute to the software repository.
So
the reason is, well, hang on. The reason, hang on. Let me just say that, like, if you look through the history of former contributors to the hub, okay, they were all chased out using similar processes and tactics to these, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just, well, Silver Raven, actually, I care about tone a lot. It should be reciprocal. What I mean is, I don't speak to people at Osmosis this way. I don't speak to people at Juno this way. I don't speak to people at Osmosis this way. I don't speak to my clients this way. You know, the sad reality is that this is where we are with the hub. It's because of a culture of lying and denialism. It's because of a culture of, oh, let's make this a private conversation, and then, you know, never doing anything about it. And I, you know, grab screenshots, me with my middle finger up. It's all good. Post them to Bucky. It's all good. I don't care.
So, Jacob, what are the opinions of other people that actually contribute to Cosmos regarding this matter? I'm asking about Jack Zampolin. He's always quite level-headed. I wonder if you address these issues to him, and what's his
Oh yeah,
opinion,
no,
because
no.
I think
Jack is one of the supporters I mentioned. Zaki is one of the supporters I mentioned.
And he's close to
you know what else is crazy? Well.
So why is
okay? So you have look. I hesitate to put these people just in a simple box, okay? Because I know Jack is completely aware of and supports the advocacy I'm doing surrounding the hub. I know that Zucky is too. I know that, you know, for example, Marco, SDK team lead, also funded by the Interchain Foundation, supports it as well. Feels that and guys, like, the horrible thing is I could name like way more names, and I feel uncomfortable even naming the ones that I did, because it's like this political hot button issue, and you know, hell, if I had to guess, probably Jay supports this stuff too. Okay. And so now we're in this situation, but guys, so everybody knows I haven't spoken directly to Jay in months, although people from the ICF, continue saying that I'm a proxy to him. I'd love to have a chat with him. Find him to be a fascinating person. And I realize that there are folks out there who, got a lot of hate. And basically, like, the way that I see this, just sort of, I'm going to respect both for where I see the good. And do I hate on the bad for everybody? Yes. Okay. So, like, I just named, for example, okay, let's talk about the Cosmos SDK. Okay. The Cosmos SDK is led by this gentleman, Marko Dragojevic. Marko, I'm so sorry. I probably just killed your last name. It's fantastic. And I love writing code for the SDK. Their onboarding process is excellent. Their support of new code is also excellent. What I mean is that, like, Martin, when you pick up a new piece of software, right, you have to learn. And in the open source world, typically that learning period is done, more or less unpaid. I actually think that's fine. I'm happy to contribute to the SDK unpaid. But I'm not exactly unpaid to do it because I validate all these chains, and like the work that I put into the SDK, it filters down from the SDK into other projects. And so I want to like try to bring this to a conclusion, and we're almost at 2 hours, but let's say we cut off at 2 hours. Let's give ourselves a little bit more time. Guys, the only reason I'm so heated on this stuff, and I'll throw up my middle finger and I'll say stuff like screen cap it and send it to Bucky, is no, they are abusing me from a position of power in a coordinated manner. And guys, the Cosmos Hub, is trying to create a system where there are like other chains that have hard dependencies on it. And actually, the Cosmos Hub is the only place I know of where a consumer chain could have the worst possible type of failure. Let's call it get in your place, bitch. Okay? So let's say that the consumer chain is literally the bitch of the hub. Okay? Fully subordinate. Okay? So the hub's here, the consumer's here. The consumer will never be able to okay? You're saying, hey, I'm gonna put on my slave collar and dance for you. Okay? So the consumer chain has a hard dependency on the hub, and the hub can kill it. It can kill it intentionally or with a software error. I guess, another thing I'm going to say is, like, I wish to join in the chorus of voices asking for a full audit and transparency report of Interchain Foundation funds. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but, like, it's not good. Something's wrong. And that's why I keep saying that something is wrong. Frankly, the hub is the longest standing chain in Cosmos. It is a remarkable technical accomplishment. I am very, very proud to contribute to her. Okay. I don't need to be paid to contribute to the hub because the hub pays me to do so. Okay. What I mean is that my delegators, right? And guys, I just want to say I am very, very soliciting delegations on the Cosmos Hub. I generally do not actively solicit delegations, but the Cosmos Hub, I'd say that's a very different story. I intend to pursue a vision which is supported by Notional's delegators on the hub, and we will need more delegators. We need as many as possible. The
Jacob,
Interchain Foundation, well, they're not going to be doing that. Yep. Yes, Martin.
Regarding the problems that Interchain Foundation causes and lack of support for the contributors and the validators, what is the solution there? Like, propose something.
Okay, so check it out. Well, no. I already have. I've proposed it many times. It's really simple. Like, if they want an immediate solution, they can just stop delegating. Because what they're doing is incentivizing bad behavior right now. Look, the random string is not the only one. Many of the validators that they delegate to do not participate in governance. Many of them have an ugly combination, okay? So like, it's one thing if I have a 5% commission, and let's say I dump my entire commission every time, right? That's actually my right. Like, that's my property. I can do that, right? I don't. And that's because I take long-term, like I'm looking at this as a 10-year thing minimum. I'll openly say I have succession plans in the event of my death for Notional's, cryptographic key material, right? So like, we're playing it very, very safe, very, very conservative, so that we can continuously support the Cosmos ecosystem. We do participate in governance. We do write code. We do want to see this thing grow. I am a believer in the vision. Okay. I don't know if I'm a believer in Bucky or not. I don't know if I'm a believer in the Interchain Foundation or not, but long term, these things don't matter because we are an open source product and project. I'm also a big believer that a minimal Cosmos hub can be, very, very valuable to the ecosystem and to its token holders, even if its main role was as a financial IO port. Guys, I started to talk a minute ago about a client of mine. His name is Michael, and his project is Pylons. And guys, what it is, it's actually an NFT project that has no token. Okay, it is a blockchain. It does not have a token. It allows you to buy NFTs with your credit card. I was uncertain at first. Most of my clients, frankly, have to sort of sell me on taking the project. Michael did. Okay, so he got me all excited about this piece of work. And another thing about Michael, though, is that on a number of occasions, Michael has just sort of come out with these clarifying comments, typically on Twitter. One time I was talking about Sybil attacks. It was actually about Takumi, just so you know, Marcin. And he was like, well, you should not call that a Sybil attack, Jacob. One, that's a bit sexist. And then two, what it really is, if we want to be more clear, we want to be more easily understood, that is an identity spam attack. And I don't think so, Horo Guru. I won't let that happen. I validate the hub. I want to see the atom and the hub succeed. But wait. Hang on. Let me get to my point here. Okay, guys. The gravity bridge should be moved to the Cosmos hub. The gravity bridge does not have enough economic weight to secure major bridging. Axelar is good. Axelar is great even. Okay. However, the hub's natural role, okay, is as an IO port and interface. And I think that it was a very major strategic blunder for the bridge not to be on the hub. Concerning having the gravity DEX on the hub, I think in the long run, maybe I just don't care. In the short run, I'll tell you, I voted yes on the proposal to put the gravity DEX on the hub later. I felt it was wrong. I think if something like that came up again, I'd probably abstain. Actually, I would vote no. I'd vote no. Reason being, just hub minimalism. However, bridging from the hub is a real good idea. Okay. The reason that bridging from the hub is a real good idea is that the hub has the economic weight necessary to ensure success. Okay. And realistically, it's only the hub that has that economic weight. Okay. Other chains don't. The gravity bridge chain doesn't. If you wanted to slash a validator set for misbehavior concerning bridge, you can. Oh, you have someone else. Okay. So anyway, if you wanted to slash a validator set for misbehavior concerning bridging, yeah, that would be the hub's validator set. And once we get rid of the dead weight in the hub's validator set, and yes, I am calling the random string dead weight. I'm calling most of the ICF delegations dead weight. Okay, stuff like that becomes possible. But guys, if the validators don't participate in governance and feel that's okay, and the ICF endorses this behavior, and then I don't see the hub's validator set improving. Okay. I also would like to explain to notionals delegators across all 30 chains why I have chosen to spend so much time on this issue. I believe that the hub is very important to Cosmos. I believe that a healthy hub will support the activity of all 30 other chains. A healthy hub won't compete with them. Another thing that Michael said to me is that, the neutron, okay? Look, I said to everyone, I'm not concerned about competitive threat with neutron vis-a-vis Juno. And I want to confirm that. I want to say loudly and clearly, that's not a big deal to me. Okay, I don't think neutron's going to go and kill Juno or anything like that. All right, but I also want to say that's not an invalid position. Okay, Wolf isn't wrong to flag that as a concern. I very nearly followed Wolf's no with veto vote. Really, this close. Okay, the reason I didn't is that I had a lot of conversations. Here's kind of the key players in there. I spoke with Yelena. I spoke with Jack. I spoke with Zaki. I spoke with the people on the P2P validator team. There was one single argument that in the end convinced me to, I didn't even vote yes. I just voted abstain. Okay, allowed notionals delegators to handle the thing. And that argument was as follows. Liquid staking is inevitable. We can't, it will happen. And so then there's just this question of, does Coinbase own the hub's liquid staking? I think that would be bad. I think it would be a tragedy. Or someone else. I also want to congratulate Foundry Digital. When we were looking at the hub's validator set there earlier, I noticed that Foundry was on there. Foundry has been speaking to me about validating Cosmos chains for a while. For my
they are the last one, right? The last spot.
Yep.
Foundry.
Yep.
Foundry USA, but
yeah,
10% fee. 10%.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
10% fee.
Hey man, what? They can do that. It's definitely their money. Listen. They're a major Bitcoin mining player. Oh, you mean you're giving them a little competitive advice? Yeah, I give them the same advice. Hey, they want to
Hey,
go with
is it
that. They
this
want
one?
to stay
Is it
active.
this foundry? Is it this
Yeah,
foundry USA? Is it this
it's a
guys? The
huge, it's a
largest?
huge. Correct.
Is the largest
Yeah,
miner in the world? 30%, right? They control 30% of world mining.
through
And
their
you guys,
hang on, through their pool, Okay,
and
so
okay,
their
so they
pool takes 30%.
people pay to mine for them, and you guys only afforded to be in last position on Cosmos Hub. Like, are you joking?
I love you,
Like,
Martin.
you
I love
who you
you.
trying to, seriously, Jacob, like, how you explain that? Like, they have a lot of money, and you
Martin, do you
are
want to talk with them? Do you want to talk with them, man? I
I'd
can
love to
definitely
interview
get you on
them.
with them. You would? Okay, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Listen,
I asked them, can you
here's what
send
I
me to
believe. They've
active
been
set,
like,
guys? That's
look,
all.
I'm friends with their new CTO. Okay, their new CTO was with my former Bitcoin mining company. His name is Dan Magnuszewski. Dan is a freaking powerhouse of a CTO. His former company sold used cars in Buffalo and was Buffalo, New York's very first unicorn, over $1 billion market cap valuation. They didn't sell used cars in Buffalo. They sold used cars nationally. They were amazing at it. And then another friend of mine, Rick Zabel, is also with Foundry. Yeah, I knew that Foundry was eventually coming. I'm really glad to see them there, and maybe they do need a little competitive advice. Maybe I should really have that call with them.
I mean, I guess it's just they self delegation maybe, but yeah, guys, go with like
Probably.
1%. Send yourself to the top 10 and then increase. I don't know if you want to.
I
So
mean,
Foundry
I know
USA,
their CEO too. I look. Foundry they're great. Okay,
and they
and
keep
really,
really
I'm so
growing very
proud
fast.
to see what grew out of like the Buffalo Bitcoin meetup, and I mean, we have Drone Energy, we have Foundry Digital. I'm telling you, all of literally, as far as I know, the majority of the Foundry executive team came out of the Buffalo Bitcoin meetup, which is crazy. That it would be, I can't remember his name at this time, but their CEO did, and so did Dan Magnuszewski, and I've worked quite a bit with Dan Mags over the years. He's a fantastic person. And Rick Zabel, who I think does like mining related sales with them. Oh yeah, their pool is brand new. Their pool is hyper
But
competitive.
Jacob, yeah, like by the way,
They did
who's more
really good, didn't
powerful?
they?
Who's more powerful? Foundry USA or F2 pool?
Well, historically it was F2 pool, but I mean, if we look at the chart.
So like the question is how on earth Foundry USA was able to get from nothing within 2 years to have
Would
the
you like to know?
largest
Yeah, there's an answer.
largest
There's an answer. There's an answer. The United States has a deregulated energy market. Okay. And by the way, this is something that we will need to fight to keep as Americans. And audience, I realize this is like mainly a proof of stake conversation. Some of you may resent the massive energy use of Bitcoin mine. I would
just go
recommend that you not.
nuclear. Just create a small nuclear plant next to the Bitcoin mining. That's it.
Just so you know, we eat large nuclear plants in Bitcoin mining. A large nuclear plant is like 2 GW. We could consume the whole thing. Bitcoin mines use tremendous amounts of energy. And Marcin, like, can I pencil in an interview for maybe like, I don't know, maybe you, me, and Rick, or maybe you, me, Rick, and Dan
I'd love
sometime
to.
next week? Would that be cool?
I
Yeah,
will ask them to
awesome.
delegate to me.
Good, you
I
should.
will be
You
like,
should.
hey, you guys, you reach, send me to the moon. But I tell you what's the problem with the another problem with the validators. The higher you in the rank, the
Mhm.
easier to get delegations, which is wrong. Like, and I
Well,
wonder.
no, economically it's right. Economically it's right. And let me explain. Um, I view those lower slots as training wheels. You know, training wheels are those small wheels for your bicycle you put on a kid's bike,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you take them off later. Well, those lower slots, they don't pose a risk to the network. Um, Guys, like, you know, if notional disappears, you know, some networks get hurt, for sure. And as you grow, right, that responsibility increases. Um, I like we can't kill any networks, and I would never want to grow to a place where we could, right? Like if one validator ever has over 33%, you can kill it. I think that's terrible. I think that there are some chains in Cosmos. You mentioned it on Nomic recently. I loved Marco's reply. Marcin, that Marco is the Marco I was talking about. He is the SDK team lead. He is an amazing person. He is funded by the Interchain Foundation. He is in no way a bad dude. I freaking love him. Just throwing that out there.
I want to, so like regarding Nomic, and you see it on Nomic, so the binary
Yeah.
holdings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they control well over 20%, which is quite
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
It's too much. Yeah, but I love the way that he approached it.
Everyone, yeah, but it's problem because despite them saying, "Hey, redelegate from us," doesn't work. They
Nobody
grow
did
faster,
it. Really?
faster, and faster every day. They're
Oh my
number
god,
one.
that's
They
funny.
have low fee. You open a nomic
Mm-hmm.
staking. You see them at the
Yeah.
top. They are so big, and people don't know. They think, "Wow, the largest
That's
is the
oh
best
my
one."
god, that's so funny. I'll
They get,
you know,
they
I'm
get,
down to work with you and Marco to work on that problem.
they get.
It just so everybody who's saying like, oh, it's a user interface issue, I actually disagree. I feel that like the interfaces are fundamentally correct right now. Uh, the reason is that the highest ranked validator should be, it isn't always, but it should be the lowest risk for you to delegate to. Recently, I had a conversation with Wolf from Juno. Um, Look, every single method of capping vote power sucks, okay? But I believe that the one that I discussed with Wolf sucks least, which is basically just a very simple tweak to the distribution module to make it so that, Marcin, imagine a world where, okay, binary holdings can have that top validator, it's at 20%, but it never pays over 5%. I think that tweaking the economics of the situation would place a natural cap on their delegations very, very easily at 5%. That's my gut feeling here. I'm going to try and code this. Guys, I'll give you a piece of reality. I do write lots and lots of Cosmos code. I have not written many features. I mainly write like operational code or code that is aimed at making Charles, I may agree with you, but here's the deal. Like, I'm going to try to write code that caps validators at 5% and makes some sort of like you could acquire more vote power because I don't want to screw with Tendermint, guys. What I mean is, I do not want to screw with Tendermint consensus. All right. Reason being that that is it's I could break it. Okay. Instead, I would much rather just screw with the economic layer and then hopefully meaningfully address the state concentration problem at the top. Marcin, it is a problem. I do not think that changing the user interfaces will actually help because really, reality is like it's least risky to delegate to top ranked validators. Um, so, you know, if I'm just a consumer, right? You know, like say I'm going to buy a car or whatever, and I'm looking around. This car is least likely to crash. Well, that's a totally valid buying decision. The trouble is that we have not introduced a pricing scheme, okay, that protects the network. And that's what I'm going to try and do. Martine, I'm also going to go because I wanted to cut this off at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Now, everybody, I gave the middle finger and stuff to Bucky. I think I told him to fuck off or whatever the hell else. I am very angry, okay, and I should be. I want to say real clearly though, look, if they can change course, that's fine. But changing course doesn't only mean dealing with the delegations. The code of conduct needs to be dealt with. The hub needs to be managed in a very different way from the way that it's being managed today. Otherwise, at some point, I promise, because I validate 30 other chains. I have lots of code to write. I don't really have time for this shit. So, at some point, I don't know when, I'll make a decision to inform all my delegators on the hub that I'm no longer pursuing this line of advocacy work, that my findings are that the ICF is fundamentally corrupt, that it may make sense to look into ways to mitigate that. I'm not there yet. I haven't lost all faith yet, but we're trending that way because there's not even an attempt to have a conversation. This is ridiculous. And just so that everybody knows, no, I'm not angry at Jihan at all. Like, he called me a fucking validator. That's great. Yeah, that was good for me. Everybody, please have a very nice day. And if you have any questions, please feel free to tweet at me or whatever. I'll catch you later.
Thank you, Jacob. Take
Yep.
care. Enjoy your night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.